Lordstown Motors fielding questions and scrutiny. The all-electric vehicle startup poised to bring new life and a new product to the lines inside of the former GM plant has plans to kick off production this fall. But short seller Hindenburg Research recently issued a report accusing Lordstown Motors Corporation of touting fake orders. Lordstown Motors CEO Steve Burns fired back. He has been questioned about those $100,000 pre-orders, claiming that they are very serious orders, but they are also non-binding. He showed off production of the beta versions of that truck during a tour earlier this month. So here to give us some insight on this developing story, auto analyst with Guidehouse, Sam Abul-Samid. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, glad to be with you today.
Yes. So, you say that there were absolutely some serious questions about the company's viability before this report came out. Lordstown Motors is touting 100,000 non-binding pre-orders of the Endurance pickup truck. They're not solid sales, they say. They're not, binding. But in terms of getting a product to market, having consumer interest, would this at all signal red flags for you at this point?
The problem is, as you said, they're non-binding orders. Essentially, this was expressions of interest from potential customers. And if the Hindenburg research report is to be believed, a lot of those may have not even been true, even at that level. A lot of companies that are in municipalities they reached out to said, no, we did not give any kind of pre-order or make any sort of reservation, certainly not for the number of trucks that were listed by Lordstown.
Yeah, and there's reporting about that, even our in-house reporting, one of our reporters, mentioning two examples in his latest story. One, touting 15,000 orders for a company that, was a kind of a consulting relationship beforehand. So there's a lot of questions. The SEC and at least one private lawsuit filed so far. CEO Steve Burns says he is cooperating with the SEC. In your experience with companies that are facing questions in a very competitive field, is this concerning, or is it really par for the course in a way?
I would say this is definitely concerning. Companies that buy these sort of vehicles, for commercial fleets, generally tend to shy away from, anything that's going to be, that they're not going to be able to rely on. The companies rely on these vehicles to do their business, to generate their revenues. And if there's question about the viability of the company that's producing them, they're more likely to go with, a vendor that they know and trust, that already builds trucks like, say, Ford or General Motors, or even, somebody that's better funded like a Rivian.
This is a young company. They have new technology they're developing. Is it possible that the company could eventually find its way to the market and be successful with the product?
It's certainly possible. I don't think it. I'm skeptical that it's going to grow. At the kind of pace that Steve Burns, the CEO of Lordstown, has talked about. Simply because they haven't really done very much development, as near as we can tell. There's only been up till now a couple of trucks. I think they're building some more now. But for a truck that's supposed to be in full production this fall, they haven't really done much testing. During their earnings call a week or so ago, Burns even acknowledged that the wheel motors, the hub motors that they're using on this, which is a new kind of technology, has only got about 20,000 miles of on-road testing. And typically, even for a traditional truck, that's just a minor generational change. They do millions of miles of real-world testing with these, and for something that's such new technology, that could be problematic.
All right, from what you know about, launching an all-electric product like this, how much money do you think needs to get into the investment initially for it to be a success at the onset? Is it realistic, given what you know about Lordstown Motors, and do you think that this will be a viable vehicle in this competitive market?
From their SPAC transaction when they went public last fall, they apparently raised about $600 million, which actually probably should be enough to at least get initial production launched. A typical new vehicle program for an automaker is, depending on the volumes, is anywhere between $500 million and $1 billion to develop the vehicle, tool up a factory, and all the other things that need to go on. So, they probably have enough resources to do it, but the time that it's going to take to do it and get it into production is the challenge for Lordstown. I don't see them getting into any kind of volume production in 2021, probably not even in 2022.
Now, Lordstown Motors is not the only company trying to launch an all-electric truck product right now. Some well-known names are doing this. Ford, GM, you mentioned a couple others. They're aiming to put this on the road soon. What do these companies stand for with their development? Do you think that they're going to see success right away?
Yeah, I think that there is a really solid chance of success in getting adoption of electric pickup trucks. There's clearly been a lot of interest, and we're seeing a growing interest in electric vehicles from commercial fleet operators. So that would be anything from municipal fleets to delivery companies, contractors, plumbers, because there's a lot of cost advantages to going electric for those kinds of users. The traditional internal combustion trucks get anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per gallon a lot of the time when they're operating. And so the savings in fuel could be huge. So there is definitely a lot of interest in this.
Okay. Right now, Lordstown Motors is eyeing, like we said, that production start date of September of later this year. They've got people there. I saw them as I passed by yesterday. They're obviously inside the plant doing something, getting ready. What will you be watching for from the company or from this SEC investigation leading up to the proposed launch of the product this fall?
Well, from the company, I'll be looking to see a lot more development test vehicles on the road, racking up a lot more miles. This is not something that you can put into production without doing a lot of upfront testing to make sure that the vehicle is going to be durable and actually lives up to that brand name of endurance. From the SEC, I'm a little more dubious, about what the SEC. I would be more concerned rather from shareholder lawsuits right now than the SEC. So far, the SEC has not been particularly aggressive in going after companies like this. They certainly haven't done much with Tesla. There's been a lot of questionable things that Tesla has done. They haven't done much there. So I'd be more concerned if I were Lordstown about shareholder lawsuits.
All right, interesting. Really great to have your insight this morning. Thank you for making the time to join us live.